What's going on? This is Ben back again, and since I have nothing else to do for my channel as of now, I might as well do a game collection. And plus, this will give you guys ideas to see what kind of games you want me to do. So, here we go. So let's start with the GameCube. The first game I have is Mario Party 4. And if you want, I have something like this because I own it on GameStop online. Okay. Next game I have is Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube. The next game I have is Super Monkey Ball 2. Next, Mario Superstar Baseball. Next I have is Paper Mario The 1,000-Year Door. Next is SpongeBob SquarePants Creature from the Krusty Krab. Next up is Super Mario Sunshine. Next up, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. This is one of my most favorite GameCube games. That's my most favorite. And my most favorite Pokemon game. Anyway, next up I have Happy Feet. Next up, The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I just keep saying Wind Waker. I don't know why. I feel like it's like walk. There's no L, but it's Waker because there's no L. Anyway, next game I have is Mario Party 6. Next game I have is Mario Kart Double Dash. I think Mario Kart Double Dash is the only Mario Kart game where you can team up. Or at least have two players team up in one kart. Next game I have is Mario Party 5. And I'll give you a heads up. The hostess in Mario Party 5 are the Star Spirits from Paper Mario 64. Yeah, kind of funny to say. Anyway, next game I have is Mario Party 7. And Mario Party 7, I believe, is the last Mario Party on the GameCube. And finally, I have is Pokemon Coliseum, the first Pokemon game to be released on the GameCube. But anyway, that's the GameCube question. So now let's move on to the Wii. Oh, by the way, the Wii console was the first console I got in my whole. I think I got the Wii since I was 8 years old. But anyway, first Wii game is Wii Sports. That's the first ever Wii game I got when I got the Wii. Next game is Mario Party 9. And Mario Party 9 is the only Mario Party to be played on the Wii. Anyway, next up we have The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. That is my most favorite The Legend of Zelda game. Anyway, next up we have SpongeBob SquarePants Groups of Doom. Next up we have Super Paper Mario. I believe this is the only Paper Mario game where you could. Well, okay, I won't mention characters, but I will mention is I believe this is the only game where Bowser's not the final boss, because Bowser is usually the final boss in some of the Mario games. But anyway, next game I have is Mario Kart Wii, most popular Mario Kart to be played. Next time is Mario Party 8, which still again I forgot to be played on the Wii. I would say the Mario Party 8 is my most favorite Mario Party game. Next up, we have Lego Star Wars to complete Soda. There's the Wii and the DS, which I'll show you the DS in a little bit. This game only contains episodes 1 through 6, but there is a game that will contain 7, 8, and 9, but that won't come out until next year. Anyway, next game I have is Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. There is a Mario and Sonic Olympic Games series, but this is the only game this is the only Mario and Sonic game Olympic Games I have. Hopefully I'll get the others soon. Next game I have is New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Next game I have is Ice Age Down of the Dinosaurs. Next game is Super Mario Sluggers, another baseball game. Next game I have is M&M's Adventure. And last but not least, Wario Land Shake It. Anyway, that's the weekend. So let's move on to the Wii U games. And by the way, those three I have right here, the only games I have Mario Kart 8, but it's on the Wii U pad, which I won't show you because it's a waste of time. One of the games I have is Mario Party 10. Now I believe this Mario Party game is the only game to be played on the Wii U. Next up, I have New Super Mario Bros. U. And also, there's also New Super Luigi U. Now this you can get them together or separately. I just got it together to make it a little easier. And last, Super Mario 3D World. That's the Wii. I'll show you next. I'll show you games I can play on my laptop. First, I have Cooking. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's really learn how to cook. Anyway, next I have Backyard Baseball 2001. I think that's my most favorite games. Next game I have is Backyard Football. Next, Backyard Soccer 2004. Alright, next, Backyard Basketball. Next up, Clifford World Adventures. Next up, Clifford Thinking Games. Thinking Adventures, rather. Next up, Blues Treasure Hunt. And then next we have Blue's Birthday Adventure. Next up is, I think Instaquarium is how you pronounce it. That's the next thing I have. And then I have Blue's Wii Time Adventures. And then Blue's 1, 2, 3 Time Adventures activities. And last but not least, I have I Spy Treasure Hunt. Alright, that's all that. Next up, Game Boy Advance. First up, I have Cars. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, Super Mario Bros. 3. And then we have Pokemon Sapphire. Next up, Pokemon Emerald. Leaf Green rather. Now we'll do Pokemon Emerald. And Pokemon Ruby. So that's all the GameCube games I have. Next up, DS's. First game I have is Sonic Rush. And then some type of SpongeBob game. And then we got Mario Kart DS. And I have Cars. And then I have Mario Party DS. And then I have I Spy Castle. I apologize if you can't see it well. Next up, I have New Super Mario Bros. And then I have, I guess I'll show Cars 2. And Lego Star Wars. So that's all DS. Last but not least, the 3DS's. So the first game I have is Super Mario 3D Land. Next game I have is Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Oh, by the way, this game, the first 3DS game I got. Anyway, next up I have New Super Mario Bros. 2. Okay, anyway, next up I have Brain's Consecration Training. And then I have Mario Kart 7. Oops. And I have Super Mario Maker for the 3DS. Next up, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Next up, Mario Party Top 100. And then I have Mario Party Star Wars. Next up, Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. And then I have Luigi's Mansion for the remake for the 3DS. Okay, and then next, I have the Pokemon games. One of them is Pokemon X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And then on my 2DS, I have The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D and Mario Party Island Tour. Anyway, that's all the games I got. If you have any ideas what I should do from what gaming videos I should do for any of the games, let me know in the comments. But until then, this is me signing off.